Good evening, Dave here, talking about alcoholism again. Yeah, I said that I'd get back about 5:30, and it's just around that time now. How have you all got on today? I hope you're getting there, I hope you're feeling okay. You know, at this time of night, quite often with a lot of people, it's the time when they would start drinking or start seriously thinking about drinking, just as they're finishing work, just as they've got home from whatever they've been doing, whether they've worked night shifts or day shifts, or whether they're just retired and just sat at home. There's some people start drinking at 6 o'clock when the news comes on, or they start drinking at 7 o'clock when Emmerdale Farm starts, or EastEnders, or Coronation Street. All these things remind you of when you started drinking. Only you knows that. Only you know when you actually started drinking, when you would drink. You know, for me, I used to drink any time. As soon as I woke up, I would be drinking, and I would be drinking till I was unconscious, basically. But people go to different levels with the drinking. You know, it's a struggle. It can be a struggle if you're working. If alcoholism's got hold of you, it can be a struggle, because you'll be thinking about drink all day at work. You'll be doing your job, and you'll keep looking at the clock and keep thinking, yeah, soon I'll be able to go to the pub, finish at 5:15, finish at 5:30, go straight to the pub, have a couple of pints, get home, have a few more beers. It's awful. It's an awful illness. You know, it really is awful. You know, it's not nice whatsoever. But as I say, I was self-employed. I just had time off whenever I chose. I had lads working for me, and I would let them do the work while I would sit about and have a drink if I wanted a drink. But that's just me. I just hope you're all getting on nicely with this. You know, if it's your first day of stopping drinking, remember, do it. Do it every 5 minutes if you have to. Every 5 minutes say, I'm not going to have a drink. I will not have a drink. I will not have a drink. And even if you want to do it every 10 minutes, every half an hour, every hour, you will get the craving. The craving will strike you. Your little brain, bless you, will be thinking about nothing but alcohol. You know, I could really do with a drink now. I could really do with a drink. That's the addiction. That is why some of us, when we come to stop drinking, need to see a doctor. I know I keep saying it, but we need to see a doctor, and some of us need to be hospitalised, because it's too much for us to handle it on ourselves, and it's too much to expect as partner, as husband, as wife, as girlfriend, as boyfriend, as family, to be responsible for us. Because they're not, well, the chances are they're not medical people. They'll only be going on what they've learned over the years. You know, and some people do end up having seizures when they're withdrawing from alcohol. You'll be sweating, you'll be shaking, you'll be full of paranoia, you'll be full of fear, you could be hallucinating, you know, you'll have diarrhea, you'll be throwing up, and it goes on for days and days and days. You know, it gets less and less after 3 or 4 days, a week, and then you start to level out. But then what the cunning head does, after you've sworn blind you're never ever going to touch a drink again, your mind will say to you, it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. Maybe there's another drink in me. I've handled it this time, I can do it again. But let me tell you, that each time you go through a withdrawal, you know, every time you have a relapse and you go through a withdrawal, it gets worse. It's worse the next time. And some people, you might not get another chance at recovery. You know, because some people just carry on drinking until the days are numbered and they've passed away. You know, because it can get on you so tight. So if you've made the decision to stop drinking, you know, keep at it. You know, you're doing really well. You know, and it will be rough. It will be rough the first few days, the first couple of weeks. You know, it does get better. It does get better. I know, as you know, I've mentioned I stopped for 10 years. I was off it for 10 years. But the craving was still there every day. And I drunk again. I had one day on it. Christmas Day 2021. I demolished a full crate of strong Polish lager, 24 cans. I woke up in an hotel with a copper, with a policeman sitting at the side of me, keeping me away from driving my car. I wanted to drive my car, my partner says, Ricky says. But that's just it, that's where it took me. And I was very lucky in the way that I got another recovery, and I'm 17 months now since I've had a drink, 16, 17 months. You know, but I'm a lucky guy, you know, because some people don't get the chance of another recovery. They can't face it. The thing that frightened me about recovery is the withdrawals. Because I knew if I stopped drinking, often I would not have a drink all day, and the withdrawals would start and it would get hold of me, and I'd be sweating, I'd be going paranoid, I'd be thinking all things that I was the worst person on earth, and this person were going to come and get me, this person were going to come and get me, mafia were chasing me, you know, and my brain had just run riot, and I couldn't handle it. That's why I drink again. Half the time that I think most alcoholics drink is because they can't handle the pain of the withdrawal. You know, going through the DTs, the delirium tremens. You know, but we do it. We've got to do it. You know, most of us have got a family, a partner, children. You know, and they're worth it. They are worth stopping for, and your family will be so relieved and so pleased when they see you put the drink down. They'll have probably seen you done it dozens of times, or quite a few times, and you always pick up again. So when you first say to them, that's it, I'm not drinking anymore, I won't have any more, obviously they're going to be a bit, is he or isn't he? Is he or isn't he? Is she or isn't she? Are they going to do it this time, or is it just another excuse? But show them that you can do it. I tell you, it's not easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's just nice to wake up in the morning and not have fear, be struck by paranoia. What did I do last night if you were drinking the night before and you black out? Did I say this to them? Have I rung anybody up? Have I upset anybody? Have I caused any bother? Is my partner talking to me? Because you're in blackout, you don't really know what's happened. You know, and you'll walk in the room and there'll probably be stuff all over the place or broken pots. And straight away your mind thinks, oh, I've probably thrown it at my partner or something. And chances are you haven't. Chances are what's happened is you've been drunk, picked a pot up and dropped it and thought, I'll pick that up in the morning when I'm sober. But we don't know this because we're in blackout. You know, and the imaginative evil alcoholic brain will get you imagining all sorts. The little devil inside your head is trying to put fear in you. Only reason for, so you'll pick up another drink to get rid of that fear. You'll pick up a drink, that fear goes, the withdrawal goes, and you're back to square one. But each time it gets worse and worse and worse. Gets that worse. Right, as I say, this was a quick check-in at 5:30, just to see how you're all doing, and I hope you've got through today, you know, and I hope you've, if you're on your way home from work, go a different way, walk a different way, don't go your normal way where you'd call into a shop and buy a bottle or a quart of spirits, you know, just do something different. If you normally drink at say 6 or 7 o'clock when you get in, have a bath. Do something interesting. It's light now. Go out and do something in the garden. You know, entertain yourself. Do something to take your mind off drink. And you will get there. I know it's not easy and you're doing really well. You really are doing well. Whoever you are, wherever you are, if you're trying to stop drinking and you're serious about it, you're doing well. Because it's not easy, but believe me, it's worth it. Right, I might do another video later on tonight. If not, I'll be back about 7:30 in the morning. Okay then, bye. Take it easy.